If you've ever wondered how far HOA drama can go, buckle up, because this one started with a spoiled teen, a shiny pickup, and ended with a police chase I'll never forget. It was a Friday morning, one of those warm, lazy days where everything feels calm and normal. My wife and I had just brought our newborn home from the hospital. The baby was asleep in her car seat, the house was quiet, and even the horses out back seemed to know not to make a sound. Then came the roar of an engine. At first, I thought it was a delivery truck. But when I looked out the window, I froze. My brand new F-350 pickup, the one I'd parked in the driveway just an hour earlier, was rolling backward down the road. Behind the wheel was a blonde kid in sunglasses, maybe 17, blasting music so loud the bass shook the fence. It was Trent, HOA Karen's son. The same kid who once egged my barn, as a joke. The same one who bragged about his mom being the real boss of the neighborhood. But this time, he wasn't just being a brat. He was stealing my truck. And worse, my newborn daughter was still strapped in the back seat. I sprinted out the door barefoot, screaming for him to stop. "Trent, there's a baby in there. Stop the truck." He looked back, grinned, and flipped me off. My heart stopped. He thought I was joking. He thought this was a game. I jumped into my wife's SUV and tore down the gravel road after him, calling 911 as I went. The dispatcher's calm voice was the only thing keeping me from losing it. "Sir, stay on the line. We have officers en route. GPS location of the truck. Built-in tracker," I said, hands shaking as I tapped the app. "He's heading toward Lakeview Road, doing 60. Trent didn't make it far. My truck has a remote immobilizer, part of a security system I installed after the last HOA stunt. I hit the button, and the engine cut off mid-turn. The truck rolled to a stop halfway down the street, right in front of the HOA clubhouse. I skidded to a halt behind him. By the time I jumped out, Karen herself was there, screaming at me like I was the criminal. "You can't chase my son like that. You could have hurt him." I pointed to the truck. "My baby is in there." Her face went pale for about 2 seconds before she switched right back to her usual arrogance. "He didn't know. He thought it was abandoned in the driveway." "Abandoned?" I said, voice shaking. "It was locked, running, and on my property." The police pulled up just then, sirens wailing, lights flashing. 2 officers jumped out. I ran to the truck, opened the back door, and there she was. My little girl, still asleep, blissfully unaware of the chaos around her. I picked her up, tears hitting her tiny blanket, while Karen kept yelling about false accusations and neighborhood misunderstandings. The officers didn't buy it for a second. "Ma'am," one of them said, "your son is being detained for grand theft auto and child endangerment." Karen gasped. "You can't arrest him. He's a minor. His father's on the HOA board." The cop's voice was ice cold. "He could have killed a baby. Step back." The whole HOA gathered around, whispering and filming as Trent was cuffed. Karen tried to block the cameras, screaming about defamation. When she turned to me, she hissed, "You're destroying my son's future over a misunderstanding." I just stared at her. "Your son could have destroyed my family." A week later, I got a letter from the HOA demanding mediation. They claimed I'd overreacted and traumatized Trent by using the immobilizer. I sent them back a single-page response, a copy of the police report and a note that said, "Next time, teach your son not to steal trucks, especially when there's a child inside." The case made local news. The headline read, "HOA president's son arrested after stealing truck with baby inside." The comments section roasted them for weeks. Karen eventually resigned from the HOA for personal reasons. Trent was ordered into a juvenile program and banned from driving until he turned 21. These days, I park my truck behind a steel gate, motion cameras pointed in every direction. Every time I strap my daughter into her seat, I look at her tiny smile and think about that morning, how close I came to losing everything. And every time I see Karen drive past, eyes down, pretending not to see me, I remember one thing. She used to say her family ran the neighborhood. Now everyone knows they almost ran it off the road. Oncoming police car.